Have you ever wondered what happens in a courtroom after all the witnesses have testified and all the evidence has been shown? What is that final, impactful speech lawyers deliver before a jury makes its decision? Well, the primary purpose of closing arguments in court is to persuade the jury or judge to adopt a particular view of the evidence and issue a favorable verdict. This is the last opportunity for each side to convince the decision makers that their interpretation of the facts and the law is correct and that they deserve to win the case. These arguments are absolutely critical because they allow attorneys to tie together all the disparate pieces of information presented during the trial. Throughout a lengthy trial, it can be challenging for jurors to remember every detail, so the closing argument helps to organize and distill the evidence into a coherent story. Lawyers reminded the jury of key testimonies, exhibit significant documents, and explain how everything supports their legal claims, effectively giving context and meaning to the entire proceeding. During this stage, each legal team will present their closing argument, beginning with the plaintiff's or prosecution's side, followed by the defense. They are not allowed to introduce new evidence or call new witnesses. Instead, they carefully select the most compelling evidence already admitted, highlight inconsistencies in the opposing side's case, and emphasize points that strengthen their own position. It is a strategic exercise in storytelling and legal reasoning, guiding the jury through a narrative that culminates in their desired outcome. A key concept often underscored during closing arguments is the burden of proof, which explains which party must prove its case and to what standard. For instance, in a civil case, the plaintiff typically needs to prove their claims by a preponderance of the evidence, meaning it is more likely than not that their claims are true. Attorneys will use rhetorical devices and a compelling narrative to show the jury how their evidence meets, or how the opposing side's evidence fails to meet this required legal standard. Ultimately, closing arguments are designed to provide clarity and a compelling framework, ensuring that the jury or judge understands the intricate details of the case and the applicable laws. They serve as a vital capstone to the entire trial, helping the decision makers feel confident and informed as they deliberate on the facts and reach a fair and just conclusion.